What's good? What's good out there? What's happening? Brown on boxing. What's good with you, brother? Trying to give people a chance to come in here. Clifton Bronson, what's happening, bro? Yeah, what's going on with that rumor about Canelo wanting to challenge Kovalev? Man, let me tell you something. This guy, Canelo, he can just go and do whatever he wants to do. There are rules when it comes to him. He's not obligated to face any real stiff challenges and worthy titleists or contenders. He's worse than Sugar Ray Leonard was, and Sugar Ray did a little bit of the diva thing himself, but Canelo is far worse, man, far worse. And it's just unforgivable that they let him get away with this. Battle Rifle, what's good? Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I'm doing a little stream this evening. This is a real stream I'm doing. This is not a fake one, so the real deal for me. I shouldn't say fake one. I should say it's not a test. It's an actual stream. The title of this stream, you can see it there in the video. It says, "What real threat can Porter pose to Spence Jr.?" I dropped a video a couple hours ago about that fight being made, and I just thought I'd like to talk about it a little bit with you guys. You know, a little interaction with the chat, and get your ideas and thoughts about the fight. I know a lot of people heavily favor Spence Jr., and rightfully so. I mean, he's an up-and-coming guy that looks like he has a great deal of what's desired and required at the top of the game. But I do believe that Porter, being a two-time champion and a fighter who has been at the weight for a long time, can pose a stiff challenge. Yeah, Clifton Bronson, yeah, I've decided that when I do this type of stream here, I will let my little jazz play in the background. Also with my little guy in the ring, you know, working, getting his workout on with the trainer. Just a little something to, you know, do a little something different. But it's all done with just, you know, trying to do something with a creative spin and touch to it. You guys like my lion down there? I got my little lion on there, man. That's for the Lions Den boxing community, bro. I stole that idea from Marlo's Corner. So Marlo, when you see this video, yes sir, I did copy you. I got me a lion to put down there on my screen too, bro. So we the Lions Den, so I gotta get my lion in there. Derek McGee, what's good with you, bro? Macadon 1. Yeah, thanks for that, man. Just a little something different. You know, all of us are doing something a little different out here. But to keep your interests up, you know, and to keep your, you know, keep your appetites whetted a bit or something, you know. That's all it is. That's right. Shout out to the LDBC, man. My little lion there. That's my LDBC lion, bro. So when you see my lion out there, that's representing. Yeah, Macadon One says Porter is no punk though, but Earl still wins. Split decision, in your opinion? Hey man, let me tell you something. I do think the fight goes the distance. This is not going to be a knockout. I don't think. And for those who are thinking that Earl's going to put a stoppage on Sean, I heard in a couple of other streams conversations talking about Sean Porter. Something. He has never really been close to being stopped or even really hurt bad. Sean has been rocked. I mean, you could get rocked by a shot, but he hasn't been put in a position to think that he's going to be stopped. And, if Mikey Garcia can go the distance with Earl Spence, Sean Porter can definitely go the distance with Earl Spence. The only difference in the two will be how Porter is going to go about trying to execute his offense. King Louis, what's good with you, homie? What's good with you? Thanks for stopping by, bro. Talking a little bit about this possible matchup, whereas it has been signed, but the date hasn't been given for September yet, about Spence versus Porter. I think this is a very intriguing fight, man. And even though I dropped a video on it earlier, I just wanted to chop it up a little bit about it again, because the more I'm thinking about it, the more I see it being a really, really good fight. And I think it's going to be a fan-friendly fight. I don't think we're going to see very much lull in action. I think we're going to see spurts and bursts of action in this fight. And I'll tell you something. Sean may be more aggressive than people think in this fight. I would like to think that his dad is going to have him being smartly aggressive, but not just being wildly aggressive. There is a difference. And the idea would be to try to get him to exchange. To get him to exchange with Spence, get Porter to get Spence to exchange with Porter in close. Strategically, that could be advantageous for Porter. Get real close to Earl and get your shots off and smother him and get out of there, and then try to fight somewhat at mid-range, but not at a distance, because he is much shorter and has shorter reach. But he has to do this off of angles. And I'm not saying this like, okay, I want Porter to win. Okay, we're just discussing and having ideas about a technical breakdown of how the fight can go in a positive manner. Yeah, please smash the like button while you're in here, brothers. Smash the like button for me, and keep those likes up for Stormy B's channel, because I need that help, man. I need that help. Yeah, Macadon 1, Sean is very solid, man. Even though he doesn't have a crowd pleasing style, he's aggressive and he's active. And the thing about that is, he might not be the most likable personality or even have much charisma, but he's a fighter and he's a pro. He's a good pro, and he's a two-time world champion. You can't sleep on that. You have to give guys credit when they've accomplished things in the sport like that. Too many times when people haven't accomplished enough, they're not given the credit for their accomplishments. Yeah, King Louis, you say you don't what, King Louis? You don't think it's gonna be a good fight, or what? What are you saying? You don't? I don't understand. Yeah, Macadon 1, you're right. I see it being a very good fight, a potentially great fight. All we have to do is hit that first bell, kick it off. Now, Brown on boxing, your thinking is that there's a possibility that Earl will outwork Sean. Well, in close, I don't think that there's much of an advantage. I think it's even in close. But Sean has to be careful coming in, and he has to be careful getting out. Being close to Earl is the safest place, but he has to get his shots off. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, fellas. It's it's buffering. I don't know why I have to check my settings on this. The buffering. It may be because of my video stream. I apologize for that, fellas. But like I said, I'm still trying to get the trying to get the kinks ironed out, bro. So bear with me, just bear with me. Champions first, sports and entertainment. What's going on with you? He says, salute that Stormy B, man. Salute to you. Thanks for stopping by. Hit that like button while you're out there, please. We're talking about this Sean and Earl Spence Jr. unification fight. When the belts are on the line, you never know what's inside of a man. Sean may realize that, hey, a victory in this fight, propels him to a no one ever considered putting him at. People have actually graduated Earl to the stratosphere without him accomplishing much of that. So, he's been the more decisive fighter as far as, his victories have been stoppages. But, hey, man, he still needs to fight certain fighters, to graduate to another level. I don't think we should just hand it to him. Now, I'm not trying to imply he's Joshua, because, Joshua was in a totally different place. But I definitely feel like Earl is right there at championship level. And he's fan support and following, but he needs the opposition to graduate him to that next level. Yeah, Macadam Juan. Yeah, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we're gonna get it right. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna get it right. I realize I have to do a couple of streams because my regular show is on Friday, and I have to do something myself acclimated to how to best get this activity going. And so it's a work in progress. I'm at the screen and see if that might help. I might have too much information up there on the screen right now. Brown on Boxing says Spence's jab and punch output will win in the fight. Well, my philosophy as a coach, Brown on Boxing, is the best time to hit a guy is when he's trying to hit you. So if Spence extends one of those arms out for a punch, Sean should be countering. With jabs, there's ways to counter over right hands. The only thing is he needs to know what counters to throw. And if to a certain range, Earl will need space to get his shots off. And Sean is used to being the smaller guy. Reggie Owens, what's good with you, bro? Glad to see you out there. How you doing this evening? Just talking about the fight between Spence and Porter. That's all. Chopping it up about that. Trying to see a little bit of something, see what's going on with it. Hey, King Louis, man, it ain't no problem, bro. It's like, you know what? This is why we talk about it until we can see it take place. You know what I mean? It's like you have who you think gonna win. I have, I said in my video I dropped earlier that I think that Spence will win a decision. I don't think it's going to be a knockout. I think there's a possibility of knockdowns. I don't even think the knockdowns will come from something like being hit and just shook so bad that you go down. I think it could be a thing of balance. He come in the wrong way and get caught a certain angle or something, feet crossed over or something, and get dropped that way. Remember, at the championship level, and I do consider both of these men champion. I don't consider them titleists. I them champions, because you don't become a champion twice being a titleist. Sean is a champion. And Earl is a champion, and he won his championship on the road. So basically, what I'm saying is at the championship level, you don't always see knock. It becomes a chess match at the highest level of the sport. That's typically the way it happens. Yeah, Macadon one, I agree. Just keep doing the lives. It should work itself out. Yeah, iron these bugs out. And you're right also about if they don't fight him, that's not on him. Yeah, you have to fight, man. That's the best way to do it. Get in the ring and fight. And that's that's the bread and butter right there. That's the bread and butter. You know, this little jazz tune I got playing, the first time I heard it, I was like, man, that's hot right there. I like that. And you know, it's real subtle, but it the rhythm of it goes with boxing so well. That's why I chose it. So how you guys like that fight that was last night? You know, the Charlo fight, you know, Rigondeaux fight, the Spencer fight, B Hop. I tuned into those. I thought they were pretty good fights for a Sunday night. You know, little B Hop, man, that little brother can fight. He reminded me of Floyd when Floyd was at the lighter weights. Um, Floyd had very good punches and very good reflexes. He seems to a lot of what Floyd had at that time when Floyd fought at the lighter weights. I'm sorry, buffering fellas. I'm trying to work it out. Yeah. Looking for some comments from you brothers. I need some comments so we can keep the conversation flowing. Yeah, Macadam won. It's a great night of boxing. For a Sunday night, man, that was all right, man. We ain't got no NFL right now, so that was a good way to cook with some boxing matches. And it was a spectacular knockout by Charlo, but that guy didn't belong in the ring with him, man, at all. You know, that Cotto guy, the guy was, his feet was, I was like, he gonna get hit with something flush. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. All Charlo had to do was get his distance down, and he came straight down the pipe. Boom. Yeah, he did a number on that brother. Did a number on him. But it was good to see him get that win, because with every win you can build some confidence, and he was able to do that in that fight. I really believe that Harrison is going to be in trouble when he gets back, if he gets back in there with him, because to me, I don't know, man. Conversations back and forth about if he's really hurt or not and this and that. But I'll tell you this. Jermell is focused. I like how he was dialed in. He wasn't over intense or anything, but he was like about business, you know. And that was great to see him come out and focus like he was, and to get his victory like that and get it early, you know, because the thing about it is, if he had taken this, something that I'm not seeing enough from these young fighters today, I love how he had that left up high, ready to block, parry, shoot, catch. Pay attention to those subtle details of technique. And by the way he held, it was right there ready to do all of those things. He's not going to get hit with a lot of jabs when he faces Harrison again. That was one of the things I could tell he's worked on. And he starts by keeping that left in a better position. Excuse me, I was yawning. You keep that left hand in a better position to strike or defend. Oh man, Macadam won. What I think about the Rigondeaux performance, dude, I did not like how Rigondeaux looked. Yes, he got the victory, but I'm going to tell you this: he definitely looked like he don't have legs. I know he's aging, but what I noticed was the opponent was doing very well, matching him, you know, pretty much blow for blow. But I'll tell you this, he stunned Rigondeaux a couple of times very well. And Rigondeaux a little bit now and started jabbing him, and set him up for something big, because I was looking to lean in and be close. And you could catch a guy like that. Not saying out to get beaten, but to show more versatility as a fighter. You have to be careful when pulling you into a certain kind of fight. And Rigondeaux lulled him into that fight. As his own trainer said, the opponent, he was saying that they Rigondeaux to move around on him and everything, right? But he didn't move around. So that means that they didn't have a plan B. They thought that that was home cooking because he stood there to fight. But it wasn't home cooking. Up. 88 Sports Talk. What's good with you? Thanks for stopping by. And Jeffro, good evening to you too, bro. Glad you stopped by here. Yeah, we chopping it up about right now we're talking about the fight night, but the title of my stream is What Real Threat Can Porter Pose to Spence Jr. So that's what we are talking about, all of this good stuff with boxing. Macadon won. Absolutely, man. I believe that the loss put Jermell back, it put him back on track. And see, that's what I say all the time about these young fighters who are out here. Before they learn how to fight, they become champions and everything. There's nothing wrong with taking a couple of losses when you are learning and ascending to a different level. But when you have fought at one level, knocking out everybody with no competition challenging you, no one providing any. Yeah, we got this buffering, man. I'm so sorry about that, fellas, but I'll try to adjust some of my settings before I stream next time, but I can't do anything while I'm live. So So you brothers out there, how did you guys see the fight with Rigondeaux? I thought, a more experienced fighter would have got him. But he did enough. But you know something? He was throwing that uppercut, right? He was firing that uppercut, firing that uppercut. But you know what he didn't do? He didn't follow it up with a hook. Now Rigondeaux's a southpaw, right? So he's throwing the left uppercut, but where was the right hook to follow it? That's what I noticed. He wasn't throwing that hook behind that uppercut. You gotta, put your punches together, man, in order to be effective. You gotta put them together. Hey, Reggie Owens, are you still out there or have you left us? '88 Sports Talk, you think that Rigo was trying to please the fans? I think he's slowing down too. Um, I was quite concerned with him in those middle rounds when he was taking shots from the kid, because I'm like, this is not how he needs to fight. I don't know, fellas. There's a lot to be said. The sport of boxing is so funny, man. So funny. That Spencer that fought the kid from Milwaukee, man, that kid from Milwaukee was putting some hands on his behind. I mean, that fight there should have been called a draw. But I know the house fighter, they gave him the victory, but he did not win that fight. I would accept a draw decision, but I don't accept him getting that decision over that kid, and earned at least a draw out of that competition. That's another thing about this sport, man. It shouldn't you the one signed with the PBC or whatever. I'm sorry. Best man win. You know, it's kind of tripped out that they let it go like that, but I didn't like that at all, man. Need to get my subs up, fellas. I need more subscribers. If you guys can recommend the Stormy B Man channel to some of your colleagues out there. Need some more subs now. Those and everything. You know, I'm really motivated to put my content out there, but it's nice to know and hear when the people are saying, "Hey, we with you, brother. This is what we like." That kind of thing. It's motivating. But we got a lot of people that just be back there peeping through the blinds too. That bothers me sometimes. And people peeping through the blinds, man. Stop looking at me and smash the like button like Black Five fans say, or stop just peeping. Come on out here on the dance floor, man. Yeah, we got 10 likes out there right now. Our viewership has dropped down to 6 people, but that's 6. Hey, 5 now, huh? Okay, y'all. As I'm talking, y'all dropping off. So maybe I'll get ready to wrap this up, because I know the buffering doesn't help. The buffering doesn't help. And I was trying to get that kind of straightened out while I had it on, but let's see me do it. All right, fellas. I appreciate everybody that came out and support me on this live stream this evening. But Real Threat can Porter opposed to Spence Jr. I want to say shout out to the LDBC and